You ever check your bank account after payday and think, wait, where did it all go already? You start doing that sad little math in your head. Rent, food, insurance, coffee. Why is coffee so expensive now? And somehow there's not much left. Then you open social media and see someone your age posting about buying their first rental property or flying business class to Bali, and you can't tell if they're lying or you're just behind. That used to eat at me too. My name's Threk, and I spend way too much time thinking about money, human psychology, and why some people seem to quietly build wealth while others, smart, hardworking people, just stay stuck in this loop of almost getting ahead. And what I've realized is this: the difference isn't magic, it's math, but not the math you were taught in school. It's hidden, subtle math, the kind that doesn't live in a calculator, but in your daily habits, your timing, and the way you think about growth. If you understand that math early enough, you can realistically stack $1 million by 40, but most people never even learn to see it. 1. The first dollar doesn't count, the habit does. Everyone wants to know, how much should I invest? But the real question is, how long can I stay consistent? Let's be real, saving the first $1,000 isn't impressive mathematically. It barely moves the needle. But psychologically, that's where everything changes. Because the moment you start thinking like a person who builds money instead of spends it, the math starts doing quiet magic behind the scenes. If you invest $1,000 a month starting at 25, earning around 8%, you'll hit $1 million by your late 30s. Start 5 years later, exact same effort, exact same investments, and you end up with roughly $680,000. $500,000 difference for waiting 5 years. That's the first piece of hidden math. The interest doesn't just compound, your time does. So yeah, the first few months feel pointless. The numbers barely move. But that's the deceptive part. Compound growth hides its progress at the start and reveals it all at the end. The game rewards patience, not perfection. 2. The lifestyle trap that quietly kills compounding. You ever get a raise and think, finally things will feel easier, and then within 2 months everything costs more again? That's lifestyle creep. You make more, but you somehow feel the same. The problem isn't earning, it's inflation. Not economic inflation, but personal inflation. When I moved into my first decent apartment, I swore I'd keep things simple. 6 months later, I had better furniture, a coffee machine that cost more than my first car, and a subscription for literally everything. That's when I realized the hidden math works both ways. Every dollar you spend instead of invest kills not just $1, but the hundreds it could have become. The millionaire math isn't really about deprivation, it's about delay. Every time you say not yet to lifestyle upgrades, your future net worth silently thanks you. So the trick is simple, but not easy. When your income jumps, hold your lifestyle steady for just 6 more months. Funnel that gap straight into investments. You won't even feel poorer. You'll just be buying freedom instead of furniture. 3. Income is a lever, not a scoreboard. I used to think rich people were just lucky. Higher salaries, better connections, maybe born into it. But then I noticed something. The people accelerating fastest didn't necessarily earn the most. They just knew how to use their income on purpose. Think of income like a lever. The longer it stays level, meaning your spending doesn't chase it, the more lift you get. A quick example. Saving 20% of $60,000 means you're putting away $12,000 a year. But if you grow your income to $90,000 and keep that same 20% rate, suddenly you're investing $18,000 a year. Same behavior, bigger outcome. That's the compound effect of earning power. So yeah, learn to save, but never stop learning to earn. The fastest wealth builders I've met all had one thing in common. They treated income growth like an investment strategy, not a bragging right. Conclusion. So here's what all this boils down to. Becoming a millionaire by 40 isn't luck. It's just quietly stacking invisible math in your favor. A few years earlier, a few decisions wiser, a few temptations resisted. Start sooner. Keep it boring. Don't let your lifestyle outrun your income. Let time do the heavy lifting, because the math will always work if you give it enough time to work for you. And someday when you open your banking app, maybe you'll see those numbers and realize it wasn't some big financial hack after all. It was all these quiet, consistent equations you decided to live by. That's when you'll realize you already solved the hidden math